This week on Titan.
Right here in Wisconsin, America.
Boom! Mercury Marine, 1939.
Just go somewhere and buy it. You don't even realize how it's made.
It will help us out a lot in our own shop.
16 years in prison. Our country was built on a foundation of American manufacturing.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
But today, we've seen millions of jobs lost, and 100,000 manufacturing plants have been closed.
And to the republic for which it stands.
Join us as we take a stand for American manufacturing and fight to bring those jobs back home.
One nation, one nation, one nation. Under God, under God, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This industry is hidden from the general public, locked behind closed doors. Today, all of that changes. Every week on Titan, we're going to show you great American companies that are manufacturing and doing it big right here in America. We're going to teach advanced manufacturing techniques, and we're going to clearly show you how to bring work back to our shores. It's time to put Americans back to work. We're back. Boom! Right here back in Wisconsin. Last year in the first season, we came down to Eleva-Strum to showcase this amazing high school. You know, I think that you guys are such a prime example. A small school that doesn't have the funding, so you guys thought outside the box, created a business.
It's all about providing the students with a relevant, real-life education, problem-solving, real deadlines, real customers, real concerns, real money.
These guys are working like they're at a job, but they're getting educated at the same time. They have already got what it takes to make it in the outside world. Eleva-Strum, right here in Wisconsin, in the great United States of America. Whoa! 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 Woo! And now, during our second season, there's a progression. They got new CNC machines on the floor. So I thought it would be fitting that I would just fly back to Wisconsin. I would teach them a little bit about those CNC machines, and then we're taking a road trip down to Mercury Marine. 3 million square feet of advanced manufacturing. I'm gonna show the students how we manufacture on a huge level, thus showing the audience that it can happen and that it is happening right here in America. This is gonna be an amazing day. Craig!
Titan!
Eleva-Strum! Good to see you,
Good to have you back.
Man, it has been just about a year.
Yeah.
Now you got big old CNC machines.
Yeah.
New and improved.
Yeah, since your show last time, this proton therapy place out of Chicago called us up, so they want us to do some parts. Right today, the students are in here making parts that are going to cure cancer.
That's so good.
And then we get other phone calls all the time, and those calls are from schools or industry partners or people that want to implement a program like this into their school.
Yeah.
So they're starting to call, come up, visit, tour.
You know, I got people contacting me all the time, and they want to talk about your school and your students. And I'm just proud of you, proud of everything. And now you got the Haas CNC machine, so we're gonna do a little teaching today, but then we're gonna go bigger. We're gonna put them on a bus, take them down to Mercury Marine, and show them what 3 million square feet of manufacturing looks like. That's gonna be awesome.
Go meet my cousin and
I
see
know.
what he's doing. And
Show me what's going on, man. Good to see you. Oh, I remember this guy.
Hey, Titan.
How are you, man?
Good. How are you?
Good. Manufacturing, making some parts.
Yeah. Right now, I'm working on this part. I'm just facing them to length right now, and then I'm gonna drill and tap that.
Awesome. So you got 2 /28 taps.
Yep.
It's 12 inches long.
Yeah.
Great job, man. So you learning?
Yeah, I've learned a lot since freshman year. I started Cardinal manufacturing, and I've just progressed from there.
So last time I saw you, you were on this exact machine.
Yeah, I was.
Do you ever get to go over to the CNCs, or how does it work?
Yeah, I've been starting to learn on the CNC, but mostly I've been pulled back to here because we're so busy.
I'm here. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about the CNCs today, so hopefully I'll expand your mind a little bit to what's possible.
Can't
All
wait.
right? Good seeing you.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Boom. 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 A lot of people jump into CNCs and they don't really understand the pressure, the tools, and all the fundamentals involved in manufacturing. Because when you come over here and program, you're almost separated from the machine a little bit. So you have to grab a hold of that knowledge, what the tools can do. Logan.
Yes, sir.
I remember you got the California haircut.
Oh, yeah.
You wake up early, like an hour before you start getting ready, just to get that hair like dialed. No?
Just flip it.
I'm just messing. I gotta mess with you. How are you doing, man?
Not bad. How are you?
I'm good. So what are you making?
Making the pivot points for the grates on the chicken grills.
Oh, for the chicken grill.
Yep. We're gonna drill a 5/8" hole through here, and then we're just gonna put another piece of metal through here, and then that's just gonna pivot the tops and bottoms.
Normally there'd be a faster way of doing this, but these grills got to get done by Labor Day, so Logan's just gonna make a few parts, put a few
Make it
holes in here,
happen.
get it done, get them over to welding, put it together.
And that's manufacturing.
Right. We're gonna
Make
move
it
it.
happen,
We got
solve
it.
problems right now.
Right.
Get it out the door.
Right, perfect.
American built.
Get it to our customers, make some chicken.
Love it, man. Good job.
All right. Thanks a lot.
We put tools in of various lengths. We bring them down and we zero them to the part that you're gonna machine. It doesn't know that there's a part there. It doesn't know that there's a vise there. All it knows is that when you dropped it down, it says -12 inches. Ah, what's up, guys?
up, dude?
Good to see you
How's it
again.
going?
Oh, I love that shirt
Thanks.
right there. Representing.
Oh, yeah.
You see that? Titan American built. Boom. Oh, that's the part right there.
Yeah. Since your show last time, this proton therapy place out of Chicago called us up, so they want us to do some parts.
That is awesome. So you guys actually faced the first side, cut your jaws, flipped it over. Now you're just decking the back side.
Yeah.
So what is this, 360 brass?
Right.
Yeah.
They just send us the parts out of Chicago. They send the material up. We're machining. We're going to ship them back to them. This is the first time through, so we're just doing a short run of 5 parts.
Great job, guys.
Thanks.
So I've been hanging out with Titan today, and he showed me that just by adjusting a few speeds and feeds and leads, that you can make your program go way smoother and faster.
It's pretty awesome. I mean, we just made a couple changes, speeds and feeds, how the approach was, and you got it down to 53, 54 seconds, right?
Yeah. It's kind of scary the first time watching zip across there at the feed rate of 35, but after you see it go the first time and see that the tooling can actually handle it, it's really cool to think that we just took a minute off the program.
Yeah, exactly. And that just opened your mind
Yeah.
to the possibilities, right? It's awesome.
Yeah.
Boom!
Oh.
I love it.
I use the Inventor HSM, and I just learned the drawing part of it last semester, and this semester I look forward to learning the cam part, so that way I can draw the parts and put them in cam and then send it out to the machine.
There's a lot of different codes and stuff, but master it. You should have a cheat sheet of codes that are necessary.
That's what I
These
think,
are
yeah.
necessary codes to memorize and be tested on before you touch one of these machines. All right, we just finished up over here at Eleva-Strum High School, and it was awesome. I got to talk to the kids. We worked on the CNCs, we worked on some CAD CAM, and now we're getting on a bus. We're gonna take a 3-hour drive down to Mercury Marine. Come on, it's gonna be awesome. You guys ready to go? Ready. Come on, let's do this. Next on Titan, 3 million square feet.
I never would have thought machining was like this.
Thousands of people coming to work every day.
Thanks for watching this free episode of Titans of CNC. If you love what we're doing, please subscribe to our YouTube channel below. And if you want to learn this trade for free, go to academy.titansofcnc.com and we'll learn it together and take it all to another level. Boom. We are here at Mercury Marine, Wisconsin. This is an amazing company, started way back in the 1930s. They have 5,300 employees and close to 3 million square feet of advanced manufacturing happening right here. We brought the students from Eleva-Strum down here to open their minds. Sometimes in life, seeing is believing. This is gonna be awesome. Let's go check it out.
Hi, I'm Jerry Sigelski. I've been with Mercury Marine now for about 10 years. Hey, good to see you. Welcome to Mercury. I started in the quality field in the machining area. Currently, I'm the general manager for the machining plants here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin.
Jerry.
Titan.
How are you?
Good to see you.
Great seeing you.
You bet. Welcome to Mercury.
Hey, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day and helping to educate our students the future of American manufacturing, the future of this great country, and just showing them what high-end manufacturing is all about.
Hey, that's not a problem. We've been really looking forward to it, really excited about their program. We need young talent and young people in our workforce to take on the legacy that we've already created.
Absolutely. So you guys have like 5,300 employees.
5,300 around the world, 3,100 of them are here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin.
Well, Jerry, this place is amazing. I know your automation, your machining, everything is on a huge level. You do everything in-house, and it's exciting.
Our technical capabilities are second to none. I'm really excited to show you guys what we have to offer, so let's go take a look.
It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. You guys ready? Yeah! Yeah, let's do this.
We're in the midst of some pretty exciting times within manufacturing. Innovation has never been at a higher level. Bringing these kids in from Eleva-Strum is absolutely critical to our future and our future success, not only here in this area, but around the world. Titan, I'd like to welcome you to Heritage Hall, a very special place for Mercury Marine. We have a pretty cool story to tell here in Fond du Lac, and I think this place really sums it all up. This really outlines the diversity of Mercury over the last 75 years that we've been in existence.
That's crazy. 1939, the Thor.
That's right.
Love the name.
And as you can see, as we go through our product family, the diversity that Mercury's brought to Fond du Lac in the area with chainsaws and other products, snowmobiles throughout the years has been outstanding.
So you guys really pay attention. When you look at the motors on the sides, look at where they started, and as years progress, how the technology changed, the design changed, it just gets better and better. Ooh, the big boys. Now we're into the super size.
Yeah, so as you can see, the first 30 years, evolution and innovation seem to be very slow. However, the last 30 or 40 years, technology and innovation is growing at a rapid pace. So now that you've seen some of the end product, I'm gonna send you over to the foundry to meet Mike and Trevor. They're gonna take you from aluminum chips all the way to a finished product, and then we'll come in and see how it's done through the rest of the process. Machining, assembly, the whole works.
Right here in Wisconsin.
Right here in Wisconsin.
Works of art being made.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be exciting. You guys ready? Yeah! Oh, boom! Yee!
Let's go.
He has the tools, the equipment, and the know-how.
Trevor!
Titan!
Hey, it's great to see you.
Likewise.
Thank you very much for taking time out of your day to help educate the future of America on American manufacturing.
Well, welcome to Mercury Marine's Plant 17. Plant 17, we are our own foundry. We process a lot of scrap.
So I see so many different types. So you got just regular like shaving chips over here, then you have chunks. Is this aluminum or what is this right here?
This is silicon.
Silicon. Okay.
Our alloy has got a higher silicon content, so when we bring in scrap, that is the only raw material that we really use to make our alloys.
So you got these huge furnaces over here. You just take big chunks and just like making cookies, you add in all the ingredients.
You're exactly right. It is a recipe. We take a little bit of this, we take a little bit of that, we put it into our furnace, it gets molten, we take a chemistry sample, and based off of the results of that chemistry sample, we might need to add a little bit more of this. So we are constantly making sure that we got the right end product for our customer before we just ship it out.
That's awesome. Who does the taste test? I'm just playing.
We got a little machine that does that.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Anybody got any questions?
Trevor, how many pounds of metal do you melt down in a year?
Next on Titan.
If you just go somewhere and buy it, you don't even realize how it's made.
These are 700 pounds. I've been to dark places in my life. There you go. Anybody got any questions?
Trevor, how many pounds of metal do you melt down in a year?
We melt about 40 million pounds annually.
40 million pounds. That's awesome.
We support other companies around the area that bring us that material.
I love it because a lot of scrap is going over to China, you know, for them to use to build products for us, but you guys are keeping it right here in Wisconsin.
We are keeping it right here.
USA.
USA.
Boom, I love it.
My name is Val Zemke. I've worked at Mercury for 43 years. I feel like I've been very blessed, very lucky to work for Mercury. I've raised a family. I have a wife, 2 kids, 3 grandchildren. I know personally I take a whole lot of pride in my job, in my area, and I believe that that's just the American way. 1 more year and I'm retiring. How's that? Thank you, Mercury Marine.
Each one of these is either 700 pounds or 1,200 pounds, and they're made to the alloy that we need for our customer.
So did you guys hear that? These are 700 pounds and 1,200 pounds. They made this metal and formed it right here at Mercury. And then they're taking it, lifting it up, putting it into the furnace. The molten metal comes out and forms into die castings. And then they machine it and then assemble it with other parts and then ship it out across the world. Pretty awesome, huh? Yeah. So good. That is so great, man.
Yes, it is, Titan.
Cool, man.
Hi, my name is Mike Meyer, and I've been with Mercury Marine for 21 years. I started my career on 3rd shift as a production employee, and now I have responsibility for our foundry operation here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Mercury Marine's a great place to work. Our production employees get to utilize their talents on the floor every day, and there's tremendous opportunity for all of us. If you have the drive, the will, the passion to succeed, and you put your mind to it, Mercury Marine is a place where you can advance.
So when I first came here, I didn't really know what to expect. I thought it was amazing how they took recycled metal and melted it to 1,400 degrees, and then they used that for all of their parts, right here in America.
I see you have women working on the line. Yeah. You guys employ a lot of women?
We do, quite frankly, and our workforce has continued to become more dynamic. We're truly about making an experience for any employee that wants to come and work for us.
I find that women are very meticulous. Yeah. They're perfectionists and they really do a great job.
Their machines, they refer to them as their machines.
Yeah. And manufacturing is a great paying job for men and women.
Absolutely.
That's awesome, man.
Our high pressure casting cells are where we make our casting. It's the creation of the start of the motor, where we're using robotics to robotically spray and ladle the metal into the tools, where we use robotics to insert cylinder liners, extract casting, perform multiple operations. So this is our new die cast wing that we put up about 2 years ago, where we continue to invest not only in new technology, but in the comfort of our employees. You'll notice there are natural lights. We have direct air that blows on the employees, keeps it very comfortable and cool. So this really has been an environment where employees they're almost to the point where they're fighting us to say, hey, I want to work out here.
This is like the future of die casting.
Absolutely.
It's awesome. It's very light.
Absolutely.
When I'm at my house thinking about machining and manufacturing, I think it's just like big, dirty buildings with dark lighting, and it kind of sounds scary. Like I wouldn't really want to do that, but when Titan took us out here and showed us this building, it's just like opened my eyes to this new world. I never would have thought machining was like this. It's way different, and I think I could really see myself doing something like this in my future.
Power to do the thing you really want.
Next on Titan.
Tools can cost upwards of $1 million.
This cell consists of 6 machines operating 3 shifts a day.
And get a good paying job.
So this is our new die cast wing that we put up about 2 years ago.
You guys have CNC machines now. They actually take these huge chunks of metal and they'll CNC machine the parts that you're seeing right into the metal, but it's the outside shape. and they do it on both sides, and they close it up, and then they put the metal into it. That process is happening right here. So the molten metal is dropping in here, and within like 15 to 30 seconds, it hardens enough where it opens up, the robot grabs it, puts it on that conveyor belt where they take it off and knock off all the trimmings and stuff and put it in the cart and take it over to get finished. You can make anything. Manufacturing, a lot of people, they don't see the skill in it, but it is absolute skill. It's creativity. When you're building all these tools and stuff, that is an art.
Absolutely.
And when you can figure out how to solve problems and put it all together, that's when you're efficient and that's when you're making money.
Absolutely.
And that is what built this country.
Absolutely.
Boom.
That problem solving, that innovation
Yes.
for sure.
The tooling has to be perfect. Tools can cost upwards of $1 million. So all the design time, all the simulation time, everything we do up front drives it to make it perfect tooling. Once the design's done, once the engineers approve it, it comes out to the floor and we start making parts.
So I want you guys to see the relationship with CNC machining. Manufacturing, there's so many different types of manufacturing, from casting to sheet metal to CNC to assembly, and they all relate to each other. It starts with very high-level programming. So this piece of steel right here has been full 3D machined with a CAD/CAM system. It's awesome. And if you had one blemish, one tiny blemish, every single part that you put on here would have that exact blemish.
Absolutely.
So it has to be like perfect. Perfect.
I know that manufacturing can be strong right here in America. I think we're proof of that. We've got thousands of people coming to work every day, doing their best to make the best product we can and get it to our customer on time and of the best quality.
So does anybody have any questions?
You can mold plastic too. Is it the same process?
Absolutely. The design of the tools for plastic are no different than for aluminum. And in fact, we have a plastics foundry in St. Cloud, Florida.
Oh, okay.
So you guys mold plastic, aluminum,
Absolutely.
do everything.
We do everything
Right
we
here
can.
in Wisconsin.
Right here in Wisconsin.
Mercury Marine.
So Mike is just showing Titan and the students the casting process. Now we're going to take it on to the next step, which is a short process on trimming the part and getting it ready for machining. So now you're seeing the trim work. It went through the bead blaster, and now it's ready to go to the machining.
So now it's all finished, all uniform, looks beautiful.
Yep, it's ready to go to the next process.
And now the real process, the CNC precision machining.
Precision machining.
All right, can't wait. So once you fill up this basket, you're just gonna pick this up, take it to the machine shop, and this is gonna let it run.
Correct. The tow motor will come up and it'll take it to the machine shop.
Awesome.
We are done with it in this plant then.
Cool. We're at Mercury Marine, and these guys are doing it right here in America, doing it big. Next on Titan.
The size of the machines just blew me away.
Oh, nice to meet you, man. Is that big old robot over there that I'm looking at?
So once the engine is finished, it's staged in a truck and shipped to a huge warehouse, about 90,000 square feet, where once in that warehouse, it can be picked and shipped anywhere in the world.
Overall, it was just an amazing experience. It's not once in a lifetime you get to do this. So just the chance to be here with Titan and all of his family members, I guess you could call them. They're like family members to me after 3 days of knowing you guys.
Jerry, thank you so much, man.
No problem.
That was awesome.
I hope you enjoyed the visit.
Oh, I really enjoyed it. Did you guys enjoy this? Yeah! American manufacturing on a huge level right here at Mercury Marine in Wisconsin, USA. I love it.
We just want to thank Titan for taking his time. We really appreciate him coming down and spending time with my students, and then my cousin Jerry down here at Mercury Marine, bringing us in and letting us go through his plant, spending time with us. It's been a great experience for myself and for the students, and to share this with the country is going to be an excellent experience.
You bet. Safe travels.
Amazing facility, 3 million square feet. It's just unbelievable. You don't even think about how big that is. Just the machines, the architecture, how things are made, how things are disassembled, assembled, painted, processed, and sent out. It's just amazing. You don't even think about that stuff. You just go somewhere and buy it. You don't even realize how it's made. right here in Wisconsin, America.
Boom!
Drop the mic and walk away. Oh!
What an incredible time over here in Wisconsin in the great United States of America. I went to Eleva-Strum, worked with the students, and absolutely loved it. These guys love technology and they eat it up. You can take somebody with 40 years experience and show them something new, something amazing, and they'll hit a roadblock. You speak truth into these kids and show them something dynamic, something amazing at incredible speeds, and they believe it. And from that point on, they push the limits and take everything to a whole new level. These students have an amazing program that they funded themselves. And then they came down to Mercury Marine. We opened their eyes to what really can happen in American manufacturing. We as Americans, every time we lift up a product and we see made in China, that is an opportunity lost. We need to start taking pride in building things. We need to take pride in our children, in our workforce, in our communities. We need to come together and lift up our workforce, support it, care about it, and push it forward. Because American manufacturing, if done correctly, if nurtured, if lifted up, it will take this country to greater heights and secure an unbelievable future for our children. My name is Titan, and I'm right here outside of Mercury Marine. The moon is out, it's been a long day. The students are on their way back to their schools, and their minds are filled with all the possibilities of what can happen if they work hard and go after that American dream.
Whatever you want to do on water, you'll have more fun with Mercury Outboard.
Next on Titan. I've been where they're at. They want to shake my hand because they know that I'm the real deal.
I love what you said about, starting with CNC.
We need to give them hope. So the hone and the line bore and the wash, is that big old robot over there that I'm looking at?
Yes, sir. Fully automated.
Fully automated.
So seeing these robots today, it was so awesome. I never thought I'd get to see something like that. They were moving on their own, and it was like they had a mind of their own. And Titan just opened up the doors for us, and now we know that we can program something like that and come work in a place like this someday.
American made, American quality, American innovation, all being shown off right here at Mercury Marine. Anybody have any questions?
Yeah. So when you're hiring employees for this, what kind of training and education are you looking for in your people to operate this type of equipment?
We train them on the job. We're also working with the local technical college to develop a curriculum to help better train the employees, give them the tools they need to be successful and make a great career in machining.
So Jerry, you could have somebody 18 years old, right out of high school, and they could get a job right here at Mercury Marine.
Absolutely. We have many people in that situation here today.
That's awesome, and that's the story that we're trying to tell with the cameras on the TV show. We're showing that American manufacturing is the foundation of this country. And that people, no matter if you go to college, no matter what kind of background you're from, if you have a head for it, if you have work ethic, you can get a job, and it's kind of limitless of where you can go in a company like this.
Absolutely. We have lots of people that start in an entry-level position and end up as supervisors, as programmers, as CMM technicians. There's lots of opportunities for a great career in manufacturing.
And that's what manufacturing does. It gives people hope. It gives them a way of supporting their families, and you can just make it. Anybody can attain the American dream.
It's a great life. It's what we make of it, right?
Yeah, it's so good.
So Titan, now that the block's been machined, we have to make sure that it hits the precise quality criteria that we need for it. So now we're going to go into the CMM lab where we have state-of-the-art equipment. It has temperature control in the lab so that we maintain our accuracy of our inspections and the integrity of the part. So here we are, our CMM inspection lab.
Man, you got some huge CMMs in here.
So this lab actually works 3 shifts. So if manufacturing and machining is running, these guys are here. All 3 shifts, we execute about 2,000 CMM programs a week, meaning we're checking about 2,000 components per week. One of the blocks we were looking at is on the machine over there. Should we go have a look at it?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Come on, guys.
We deploy 2 different styles of inspection equipment. We have, this is what you call a touch probe, a little bit older technology. So basically what it's doing is it's going in and hitting multiple points. Still very accurate. The other side of the room, we do full contact scanning. Much quicker, newer process, more reliable, more precise, much faster.
Just full 3D scanning across the whole
It goes in,
part.
sweeps the bore. You can tell, how bores are aligned to one another. So we use that on certain parts where we need the accuracy. This accuracy is more than adequate for a block technology.
So Jerry, when you guys are doing your line boring, that's a precise art. What kind of tolerances are you dealing with?
Probably on diameter, about 1,000 and 2/10, so 12 10,000ths on the diameter.
So if you take a human hair and divide it by 3, that's about where you're at.
The average human hair. You take mine, you're in
Yeah,
trouble.
exactly. It's not there. I've talked to you guys about solving problems. In the manufacturing process, you're gonna solve everybody's problems by dialing in your inspection processes. Then when the part travels through assembly and gets all the other pieces, it's gonna be dialed.
So once we know our parts are perfect, they're delivered to assembly. Once in the assembly operation, they have a very, very automated line that takes all those components. We put pistons in the cylinder block, crankshaft. We then marry all those components together into an outboard engine. So every engine goes through a hot test process. That process is a multifaceted test that tests for a lot of different criteria to make sure that engine is functional and ready for use at the end customer. Once that engine is through the test process, we put the finishing touches on, make sure it's clean, and we place it on its own custom pallet to ensure there's no damage throughout the distribution process. So once the engine is finished, it's staged in a truck and shipped to a huge warehouse, about 90,000 square feet, where once in that warehouse, it can be picked and shipped anywhere in the world.
This experience coming to Mercury Marine was such a big learning opportunity for all of us, and I think it will help us out a lot in our own shop. I am so happy that we got to be here this trip with Titan and his crew and Jerry and all the staff at Mercury Marine, and I am glad that they taught us everything that they did because now we will take it back to Cardinal.
Next on Titan.
Overall, it was just an amazing experience.
I feel it's important to give back. We need to wipe the slate clean. So now we have seen from bare, raw, scrap aluminum, we've seen it get melted down, casted, gone through the deburring and B-blast process, and now we're ready to go to the machine shop.
So the parts just arrived from our die-cast facility. Before we can actually machine them in the CNC machining plant, we have to put them through a special paint process. That's what we have here behind me. It's a special dip process that we put through a series of cleaning and then go through the primer process. The parts are loaded on a conveyor. After a 4-hour cycle, the part comes out black or primer coat, ready for machining. It's very important that we have a really robust corrosion protection on our parts, being in the marine industry. And now we have a part that is fully primered and ready for CNC machining. So this is our CNC machining area.
So this is ready to go and get hooked right in there onto that pallet.
Correct. That came from our paint process, the primer process we looked at earlier.
Beautiful.
This cell consists of 6 machines, 24 pallets, operating 3 shifts a day. We make roughly 160 blocks per day in this cell alone, and it's still not enough. Additionally, we're adding 2 more machines for additional capacity. With our flexibility and advanced automation, we're able to keep Americans working right here in Fond du Lac
and be competitive in a global market.
Have you guys ever seen a pallet system like this? Remember when I was talking about the genius on figuring out processes, figuring out ways to like save time and money and dive into automation so we can keep workers right here and make American products? We're looking over at this horizontal line that Mercury Marine invested over $5 million in. You got the 6 horizontals, you got the railroad with the robot and 24 pallets. You got your little workers running around over here and just making it happen. Dan, you're the mastermind. Can you explain to the students how you utilize this software in relationship to the floor?
Absolutely. So this software allows me to simulate the entire process. Just the machines and the people and the material and everything that happens out there. I can use this software to help streamline the process, focus on productivity and efficiency, make sure our operators have the right amount of work content, and to make sure that our machines are being efficient and producing the parts to meet our customer demand.
Every pallet is like a vise standing up where you have a part attached to it. And you get very creative in how to attach that part. Okay, that's where your head comes in. We load the pallets here. The robot comes and grabs the pallet and takes it to the 6 huge machines, CNC machines, just like you have at Eleva-Strum. These are not vertical though, they're horizontal. The spindle comes in and machines the part and the part can rotate. When it's done, the robot grabs the pallet with the part on it and puts it back to change. You guys get it? It's awesome. So Jerry, that tells me that you actually invest heavily in your workforce.
Absolutely, Titan. Having equipment like this is only half the story. In order to keep this magnitude of equipment running, we need to have the right skill set. That's why it's so critical that you guys are doing what you're doing and learning that skill set.
6 machines, all running. You got a few operators that are just putting the parts onto the pallets, and it runs 24 hours a day right here in America, and it's competitive worldwide.
The size of machines just blew me away. Like some of them, I'm pretty sure were as big as my living room and bigger. So that was just like a shock to me. I thought all the robots and all the automation was really cool, and how one worker could be working in their own little cell and be running like 4 different parts at the same time.
Once they're done with the CNC operations, they go through a hone and a line bore and a wash. Once they're through that process, they're ready for our customer, which is the assembly line.
So the hone and the line bore and the wash, is that big old robot over there that I'm looking at?
Yes, sir. Fully automated.
Fully automated. You still have workers setting everything up?
Absolutely. We still need the people to be able to run the CNC machines, change tools, and do all the critical inspections that are required.
Program the robots.
Program the robots, absolutely.
Next on Titan.
They were moving on their own, and it was like they had a mind of their own. And
man, you got some huge CMMs in here. That's the guy. This guy's a fake. In this episode, we went back to Wisconsin to Cardinal Manufacturing, Eleva-Strum High School. We took these kids down to Mercury Marine, 3 million square feet of massive manufacturing, opened their eyes to what's possible. And now we're going to a different place. I feel it's important to give back. I've been to dark places in my life, and I've turned my back on it. But because of those experiences, we're taking the show through the bars and inside of San Quentin Prison. When these inmates come back into society, if you do not open their eyes to the light, they will run on the same dark road that they used to run on. We must pour into them, and we need to give them hope. I used to be in prison, locked down, couldn't see my kids. 16 years in prison. I'm making parts that are going to Mars. You know what I'm saying? I'm standing up here and speaking, and I am humbled. And I'm looking at these men, and they're looking at me in silence. I couldn't even count how many times somebody looked at me and said, "You're an effing criminal." That's Titan. That's the guy. This guy's a fake. The only reason I'm here, the only reason is because of my faith. I'm still the guy that is incredibly aggressive, but I channel it in a positive, man. I channel it in a positive.
Ask and you shall receive.
We have kids graduating from the program.
United States of America.
We're not coming in to create drama. We're coming in to educate these prisoners that are getting out how to run CNC machines, how to produce American parts right here using the latest and most advanced technologies available to them. We're gonna start off with 6 individuals. I'm gonna come down every week. I'm gonna help teach. I'm gonna help with the curriculum. I'm gonna have a lot of partners that I'm gonna partner with, but I'm gonna dedicate myself to coming down here every week. We have to create a program that teaches you the skills to solve people's problems, to drop manufacturing costs, to make you valuable to an employer so you can walk out and get a good paying job. I'm walking into this machine shop and it is absolutely awesome. You have all these machines, some of them 70 years old. See some of these magazines, they're just on the counter and they say 1947. If I'm gonna help design this thing, make this happen, we need to wipe the slate clean. We're gonna bring in new machines, CNC technology. We're gonna bring in advanced CAD/CAM systems. I'm gonna teach them to produce a part from nothing. And this is a 3-axis machine, and then you go up to 4-axis, 5-axis. I'm walking the floor with the team here at San Quentin Prison. We need to run this manufacturing plant inside San Quentin just like we run outside machine shops. So they can go from this one into a regular job on the outside, and it's just perfect. This program is going to have a great reputation. They're gonna know, and it's gonna be a symbol for what can be done in prisons. And when you walk out, it's not gonna be like that guy's a convict. That guy's from this program. He's like going after life. He did really good, and let's get him a job. Let's partner with some different companies that get these guys jobs. That's what it's about. They understand that I've been where they're at. Just seeing this line of guys and they want to like shake my hand and give me a hug. Just the emotions, the love. They see me as hope because I'm showing them the other side of what can happen when you get out. They want to shake my hand because they know that I'm the real deal. And because of this relationship right here, I know I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
I love what you said about, starting with CNC.
Yeah. And I'm praying that I can grab a hold of a lot of these guys and take them with me.
Look forward to seeing you again.
All right, have a good one. See ya. We have this TV show. It is a platform, and we are here to change lives. It's real. There's no scripts, telling stories about real Americans making real American products. Bringing hope to the hopeless. Doing it right on national TV. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be epic. You know how it goes. Just changing lives, man. Boom.
Eleva-Strum, ready?
That's awesome! Boom! Chick, 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 chick. Give me a boom! Boom! Boom!
How's that?